Hello, this is the BBN. I'm your narrator, and today we have Batman, the Killing Joke. The first thing I would like to point out is that DC just does animated movies better. Marvel is not close. DC does animation better. I just like to point that out. Not only was this a home run in my opinion, so was the Aquaman movie that I had saw and the Wonder Woman movie. It's like they just dropped great animated production after great animated production. The voice casting, perfect. They had Mark Hamill back as the Joker. They had Kevin Conroy, obviously, as the Bat. Tara Strong was Batgirl, and they had Ray Wise, pardon me, as Commissioner Gordon. It was it was perfectly directed by Bruce Timm and Sam Liu, and I believe that Brian Boland did the story. And it was just a perfect adaptation from an animated novel. It was just a perfect adaptation. First off, I would like to say no spoilers. There will be no spoilers. Also, I know that you could probably, go online and stream this or something from somewhere, but believe me, go to the theaters. Go to the theaters and see this. It's playing at AMC Bay Plaza. It's playing at College Point Multiplex. Go see it. This is for New York City people. Go see it. It is absolutely worth it. Now to the meat and potatoes. Often, when people talk about the Joker, people like to say, oh, we don't know where the Joker came from. We don't know how the Joker came. It's always a mystery how the Joker came about. Yes, we all know that DC tries to kind of make that ambiguous. So, you don't really know, but you kind of know, but you don't really know, but you always assume. Okay, first thing I want to say is I assume that the Killing Joke is canon. So the way that they say that he came about in the Killing Joke, I'm assuming it's canon. Also, the way that they're saying he came about in the Killing Joke seems kind of like what they were also saying in the original Batman movie that had Michael Keaton. So as far as I'm concerned, this is the way that the Joker was created and the Joker was made. In the last Batman movie, solo Batman movie, they tried to when they had the Joker, it's the second one, it's not the last movie, but it was the second one, The Dark Knight. They were trying to say that, the Joker, every single time it came about how he was made, he had a different excuse or a different reason. I think he mentioned 2 or 3 different ways that he got his scars. He was like, hey, you want to know how I get the scars? And, whatever. So he had 2 or 3 ways. That was a reimagining. Understand this. Everything that Christopher Nolan basically did was a reimagining. Nothing in the Christopher Nolan movies is canon. Understand this. So when you go into see this movie, understand that you can't say, oh, well, they were saying in The Dark Knight that they didn't know how the Joker came. He was just saying a whole bunch of... No, the Christopher Nolan movie is great. Don't get me wrong. One of the greatest comic book movies ever, because it's not really an adaptation. They didn't take it from anywhere, but what they did do is they took a character that already existed and they made a great movie. The Dark Knight, great movie. Not saying that it isn't, but The Dark Knight is not canon. This is canon. This is what the main storyline that we know about is how it came about. So you have Batgirl, and she's going through whatever trials and tribulations she's having because her and Batman is having some kind of, rift in their relationship as far as she wants every same problem everybody has with Batman. You always want him to have more faith to, we're partners, but Batman is like, yeah, we are partners, but, we're not equal. There's a difference. Yeah, we're partners, but I own 75% of the stake in everything that's going on. And, you only own 3. And the rest of the stake is given out to some other individuals. So, I'm a bigger partner than you are. So, basically, so, that's the dichotomy between their relationship and what's going on with them. And then there's more stuff going on in the background before we even get to the Joker. The main thing about the Killing Joke, as far as, especially from when I read it, because I actually read the graphic novel, the main thing about the Killing Joke was the storytelling. And when I tell you that they did not miss a beat, they did not miss a beat. Everything that was in the Killing, I felt like I was just reading the comic book. Just how I felt, like I was reading the comic book, and I'm saying this in a positive manner, not in a negative manner. I'm not saying it's like I was reading the comic book. It was no, it was on point. Every note they needed to hit, they hit. I didn't get to the end of the movie and not have some kind of resolution. I didn't get to the end of the movie and didn't feel like it was fulfilled. Even though the end of the movie, the way it goes off, some people, I'm not going to kill it, but some people might feel that they needed more, but I didn't need more. But the reason why I didn't need more is because I came to an understanding about what was actually going on. You know, the Joker's a very tricky individual, and I'll just say, you know, he doesn't commit crimes to get away. He doesn't care. You know, they another thing that they did, they kind of let you know what happened to Barbara Gordon without telling you exactly what happened to Barbara Gordon. You're gonna have to watch the movie to find out what I'm talking about. You know, they kept it pretty classy, and they allow for children to be able to watch the movie, and them not get too much information that we don't need for them to know. You know, nobody's getting scarred. Not gonna get, you know, scar your child by allowing your child to watch this movie. It's a good thing. Another thing with DC, one of the reasons in which why I think DC is as dark as DC is because DC is so out there on a limb that they have to really make the material that they give to us like over realistic and really dark. Because come on, they got an alien from another planet, they got an Amazon warrior, they have another dude who lives in the bottom of the ocean, they got a freaking I don't even know what the hell you want to call Brainiac, because he's not sentient life, is he? I mean, at this point, is he sentient life? So basically, what I'm saying is DC has so much over-the-top, undefeatable, and indestructible characters that if their universe wasn't put in as dark a place it is, and as far as, you know, it's not reality obvious because people aren't flying, but they want to make it as realistic as possible. So the only way that DC knows to do it is to go dark. So, you know, that's one of the reasons in which why I believe DC is so dark. And another reason why I believe DC is so dark is because Batman is basically, they like to say Superman is the flagship, but Batman is the flagship, and he's Gotham. So that means that basically everything in the DC universe, whether we want to admit it or not, revolves around Gotham, because almost everything in the DC universe revolves around Batman. Once again, this was definitely a great. It was a classic, and they did it. And they took a classical story and they did it justice. They didn't put too many bells and whistles in there. They streamlined it, and they did it exactly the way it was supposed to go. The story isn't linear. You know, it jumps around from one point to another. You know, different perceptions and different perspectives. So it's definitely a good story. Good animated movie, and I advise everybody go check it out. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. And if you have any reservations about this movie at all, put them in the comment section. I will answer you back. If you have if you've seen it yourself and you have a certain perspective on it that you would want to approach with me, definitely put it in the comment section. And, you know, anything short of trolling, I'm going to probably answer back. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Check you later.